Let's get started. The first most common mistake I see from players that causes them to whiff is holding angles too tightly for both common angles and off angles. When you're holding a really tight angle, unless you have a 100 millisecond godlike reaction time, you're most likely not going to be able to react to someone peeking you. What typically ends up happening is you try to track the person swinging, and you might even start shooting too early, which adds even more RNG to your bullets. That's why the pop and swing works so well against enemies who expect you to do a standard peek. To easily fix this, we just need better crosshair placement. As a general guideline, while using a 1-4-2-0 crosshair, for common angles, hold about 1 crosshair widths away from the angle, and for off angles, hold about 2 crosshair widths away from the angle, because the enemies will most likely peek much further away from the angle. The second common mistake I see from players that causes them to whiff is crouching too early and not readjusting their crosshair. People think crouching in Valorant is bad, but it's actually far from the truth. A lot of people develop this misconception from seeing players crouch every time in every gunfight and pro guys videos telling beginners you should never crouch. When used correctly, crouching can actually be very useful. For example, you'll notice pros like Durka crouch all the time while he sprays with the Vandal. If you're 100% committing to a gunfight in a close to medium range distance, crouching can decrease the recoil and tighten up your spray. Additionally, you can throw off your enemy's crosshair placement if you crouch peek an opponent at close range. You can also mix in crouching between your strafes to throw off the opponent's aim. The only thing you need to keep in mind if you do end up crouching is even if you are aiming at head height, your crosshair will naturally dip below where you were aiming. So you need to make sure you're readjusting your crosshair while crouching. The only time I'd say you really don't want to crouch is during long range fights. And speaking of long range fights, the third common mistake why players whiff is spraying too often in long range fights. Your bullets will have a larger spread the longer distance that it is you're shooting. In close range fights, it's okay to spray. Heck, you can even dump a whole clip, and with decent spray control, you can wipe the entire team. However, in medium to long range fights, make sure you're shooting 2 bullets and strafing in between those 2 bullets and allowing the recoil to reset itself between your strafes. To help you build this habit, try this drill where you turn on eliminate 50 bots and strafe in the settings, and try strafing in between bursts of 2 shots.
Down mid.
I got the spike.
Make it interesting. My ultimate is ready.
Last player standing.
See ya.
One enemy remaining.
3. My ult's ready.
Reload, bro.
Thirty seconds left.
Spike planted.
From B. Heaven.
I got the juice like a snow cone. Ice in my veins and a cold flow. I'm getting cash overseas by the boatload. You wanna ride my wave? That's a no-go. Senoritas going loco. Make it bounce like a pogo. All my haters see rojo. They big mad cause they coming up short like